Hi everyone, thanks for joining me today. Today's video shares a fun paper crafting project using one sheet of 8x8 pattern paper. Let's check it out. Okay, over the past few days, I've been making some tags and some cards, I think. I'm not quite sure what I would call them, but I've been stamping with a few different stamp sets and creating these tags. I'm going to show you a little bit about what I've been doing. And they're just very loose watercolor sort of wildflower tags, these ones. And then these ones are a little bit more simple. They're just some different wildflowers and stamps and colors that I was playing with, trying different color combinations and just getting a feel for some of my stamps. Some things didn't turn out as well as I wanted them to, but I was just having some fun in my crafty space, and this is what I came up with. So I had some fun, and I thought I really enjoy doing this, and I'm not quite sure what I'll use them for. They could be for gifts, they could be for, I don't know, cards at some point. But what I wanted to do was create a little box to put these in. I have tons of this size paper cut up. This is 3x5. These tags are 3¼ by 5¼ So I want to create a little box that I can store all of these pieces in, my finished pieces, and a little spot in the back for more blank card that I can use to continue creating my most favorite thing in the world, which is wildflowers. So I'm going to do that today with you. I've got this Minte paper. It's a photographer paper, and I thought there's a lot of patterns in here that I wouldn't normally use in my typical everyday crafting that I thought would be really nice to create a box to put all my things in. Like, this image is just gorgeous. I love it, but I don't know how I would use it. So creating a box, I think, would be a really great place for something like this. I just need to pick a piece of paper, I guess. You know what? Let's just go with this one. It's my first instinct. So I'm just going to wing it. I have no measurements ready. I'm just going to kind of see where it goes. I'm going to point out the obvious. My nails are not done. So please don't look too closely. All right. So the biggest tag is 3¼ So that's my key reference point. I need this to be at least 3½ So I have a little bit of wiggle room. So this paper measures 8x8 inches. So I'm going to start by scoring. So my piece needs to be 3½ to be able to fit my tags in properly. So this is 8 inches. 8 inches minus 3½ becomes 4½. 4½ divided by 2 is 2¼ So I'm going to score at 2¼ and 5¾ Okay. And then we'll turn the paper and we're going to score at, let's go 1¾ I think that's good. And so 1¾ and 6¼ Okay, so one more time. I scored at 2¼ and 5¾ and then I scored at 1¾ and 6¼ I'm just making this up as I go. Hopefully it works out. And I'm just going to crease the folds. What do we need to do? We need to release something here. I'm just going to cut here and here just until we meet that score line. and then turn around, and we're going to do the same thing. We'll cut here and here. Okay, so now these pieces will fold like this, up and over and up and over, just like that. Okay, so we're going to need to apply adhesive all over these parts in the middle so that we get a nice, good seal without anything coming up and over, because these side walls are taller than the inside piece. I don't know if you can see that. So I only want to apply adhesive on this piece so that there's none sort of where there shouldn't be. Hope that makes sense. So I'm just going to glue this down. Pick up my side walls and try to make nice 90-degree angles here and meet them right in the middle, just like that. Okay, and I'll just press in that adhesive, make sure we've got good contact there. And now we know that's not going anywhere. Perfect. And I'll do the same thing to this side. I'll apply adhesive all over this piece here. Try to get nice 90-degree angles. And this doesn't quite go right to touching each other, but that's okay. I'm not too worried about it. You can see this part has a slight little gap. It could be that I didn't cut something deep enough, it looks like. It doesn't matter. I'm not going to worry too much about it. Just press that adhesive in. And there we go. Now, if I want to cover this up, I can. I've got some spare pieces. I have a scrap here that I could cut a piece. This part here measures 3.5 by 2.25. So I could go 3.5 by 2.25. And another one at 2.25. That will cover up that piece and also give us a little bit more strength here, I think. So I'll just cover this with adhesive. Get that lined up there. I'm using the same pattern paper to cover this up. You don't really need to do this step, but I didn't like that gap. So I wanted to cover that up and make it look a little bit prettier. So we'll do that with this piece. That looks great. So now we have this cute little box. If you wanted to strengthen it, you could. You could add some extra cardstock to the sides or to the bottom to give it some strength, but I don't think I need it. I think this is perfect. So now I can take my little tags. You know what I think I'd like to do? I think I'd like to create a little insert in the bottom here. I have a scrap piece here. What I'm going to do is fold it in half. Okay, I'm going to fold it in half this way. So I've got a piece that looks like this. Now I'm going to take this piece and fold it backwards. Doesn't have to be perfect. It's not really going to matter, but it's going to create a little sort of ledge on the inside of our box. So I've got a piece like that, and I'm going to take this side and fold it back as well. You'll see where this is going in just a minute. I have an idea. Hopefully it works out. So now I have a piece that looks like this. So it's got sort of a W, okay? So what I'm going to do is put it together like this and glue this part straight down on the inside of my little box here. So I just want to make sure that everything is lined up. You could score in your scoreboard to make sure that it's nice and straight and even, but so first things first, I'm going to glue this middle part together to create some strength there. And then I'm going to take this part and apply adhesive all over that. And I'm just going to guess where the middle might be. Now this piece that I have, the scrap, it just happens that it's 3.5 inches wide. It's kind of perfect. So it fit. It doesn't matter about the length. We just want to create that little sort of lip there. So what that's going to do is when I pop in tags, it's going to give us a separator, right? So then they don't fall down. So I can put stuff that I've made in the front, and I can put blanks in the back. So I have a whole bunch of blanks here. And now I have this really fun little box for all of my tags. So as I make more, it'll fill up. And really took one little piece of cardstock. And I've got this cute little box to keep on my desk so that I have my cut papers ready to go. You could actually create one box for your prepped papers and one box for already made stuff. I think this just gives it a really nice, easy way to flip through and take a look at the little tiny works of art that you've created. Maybe if you need to look for something specific, you could go through here, like if you're looking for something for a journal, something that would match your work, then it would be easy to find. So that's it. Cute little box out of one sheet of 8x8 pattern paper. And now we have a space for all of our little works of art. So that's it. Quick little video. No rhyme or reason, just I wanted a spot to put all my tags. Thanks for joining me today. I hope that you found some inspiration. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do. I'd love to have you along my paper crafting journey. Coming up on screen are some videos I think you may enjoy. Have yourself a lovely day, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!